I would like to present to you very quickly and very briefly the results of an investigation conducted by Dr. Martin Moche, the Atlas member group who just had a child, a baby, and myself about the implementation of WhatsApp for the enhancement in the written competence of foreign language, German language. I'm a German teacher, so. Very quickly, the outline of this presentation, first the introduction. So I won't speak very much about mobile-based alternatives. We have spoken this 2 days. Research methodology, very briefly, participants, procedures, and then also about the data analysis. First, very quickly about the usage patterns, and then about discourse functions and meaning negotiation, about the qualitative results, and then discussion, conclusions, and also reference. So, the fact is that in 2013 there were almost more mobile cellular subscriptions than people in the world. So that is the fact. And we have read on the Spanish media that there are already more than 80,000 educational apps already. And from them, hundreds of apps for language learning, dictionaries, games, courses, and so on. And also, naturally, general software applications that we use for language learning, as we heard before, for Twitter. I've also researched on Twitter in the classroom, also it was a great experience. But now we're speaking about WhatsApp, not Twitter. So it was a mixed approach, qualitative, quantitative. We had 85 volunteers, initial learners of German as a foreign language, and they were all bachelor students at the Spanish National University for Distance Learning. And why WhatsApp? As we told in this morning, it's free. This is the most important reason. It's popular, very, very popular in Spain, and it works on the majority of smartphones. So we formed 5 groups following these criteria. First, the students' topics of interest they had already expressed in the pre-questionnaire. Then the homogeneity in terms of the number of participants, and at last the heterogeneity in terms of the language learned, because there were many of them that were false beginners. Now this is that's why. So, and very quickly about the usage patterns. We had an initial cool response, but then the trend reversed, as you can see. And this is very interesting also. They look at the task as a class-related, so they did it during the weekdays, and if possible, within the working hours. So, not on weekend, as we thought. So, very quickly about meaning negotiation, so about qualitative analysis of our investigation. We analyze the social interaction, greetings, farewells as usual, also on-task negotiation meaning, but also off-task conversation. They followed within the WhatsApp. So, and we focus on how learners negotiate meanings, providing implicit corrective feedback. For example, clarification requests, confirmation, and also comprehension checks. They did it. Here an example. So, and conclusions, one minute. It was really we had really a high participation, a high motivation, the concentration of messages on working stays. This is already the most important conclusion concerning the quantitative analysis. So the students were fully aware of the educational nature of that messaging activity. And another conclusion, the students improved meaning and using skills despite low language use, students able to understand and be understood. They did an example-based error correction, and students suggested to continue with the project in future courses. The teacher role was a facilitator. Here, as an introduction, we introduced the topics for the discussion first, then the presentation of native-like language models. This was the other role, and nothing else. So, thank you very much.